The Bell Witch Curse. A case. Even the government acknowledged this story took place at the beginning of the 19th century in the small settlement of Adams, Tennessee. It is considered one of the most thoroughly documented paranormal cases in American history. In 1804, farmer John Bell moved with his family to land near the Red River. The house was solid, the farm prospered, and the family was deeply religious. The first strange events began a few years later. One evening, John Bell saw a huge black creature, resembling a dog but with human eyes. He fired at it. The creature vanished without a trace. From that moment on, something unexplainable began in the house. At night, the family heard footsteps on the floor, scratching on the walls, knocks on the furniture. Then it began to speak. The voice was female. It knew all the family's secrets, quoted the Bible, laughed, and made threats. The entity called itself, "I am the witch, Kate Batts." Unlike many ghosts, this presence used physical force. It pinched and beat the children, ripped blankets off at night, threw objects, and strangled John Bell. The youngest daughter, Betsy Bell, suffered the most. John Bell's condition worsened. In 1820, he fell into a coma. Near his bed, a vial with an unknown liquid was found. The entity declared, "I gave him the medicine." The liquid was tested on a cat. The animal died instantly. John Bell passed away the next day. At his funeral, an invisible voice laughed and sang. The case became so famous that it was visited by a future U.S. president, Andrew Jackson. According to legend, his carriage became stuck for no apparent reason, and a voice from the darkness said, "All right, General Jackson, I'll see you tonight." That night, soldiers heard screams, blows, and prayers. In the morning, Jackson said, "I'd rather fight the British again than face this witch." The entity claimed it was connected to a nearby cave, today known as the Bell Witch Cave. Local residents still report whispers, sudden headaches, missing objects, and a feeling of being watched. In 1821, the witch suddenly announced, "I am leaving, but I will return in 7 years." It disappeared. But according to stories, it sometimes returns. This was not just a ghost, not just a legend. It is the only case in U.S. history in which an entity was acknowledged by witnesses, judges, soldiers, and a future president. What was it? A demon, collective fear, or something we still cannot explain? Sometimes evil does not need a body. It only needs to be believed in.